there are different classes of ships and they all require different accreditation, and it can happen. I've been in a frigate that was not allowed to go to sea until it had done certain items of maintenance. That was a Lloyd's certification, I believe. But the idea of a ship coming back from sea in the way Argus did, and then having its certification removed to the extent where it can't even change berths, that's pretty extreme, and it makes you wonder what levels of risk Argus was carrying prior to coming back alongside. I don't know the details, and neither does anyone. But essentially, it comes down to just a couple of things, really. It's the state of the hull and the state of the machinery and propulsion levels. If you're not allowed to move berths, then the chances are there's a problem with the hull. Now that could be corrosion, it could be cracking, it could be an issue with sea inlet valves not being deemed safe, i.e. the things that keep the water out. So it could be any one of those things, and clearly an inspector has come on board and gone, right, gosh, this shouldn't be at sea at all. It does make you wonder what the process internally was in the run-up to this, why this wasn't spotted. Was it press-on-itis, or was it something else? If not at the top, it's on the podium of defence scandals of today, because what we're talking about here is a service whose job it is to make our Royal Navy globally deployable. In other words, without the RFA, we are a coastal defence force. It's what makes the once proud Royal Navy a deep water navy, and we've allowed it to wither almost to zero over a period of years, if not decades. And so it's a very, very unfortunate and grim position to be in, and it needs bold leadership and rectification if we're to get ourselves out of this hole. Gradually, over the last probably 10 or 15 years, the RFA has been asked to take more and more of this role through the Bay class ships that they have. And these, all three of these are currently alongside, and I mean, I think the most recent one has been alongside for well over a month now. Some of them have been, approaching a year. So we've put all our eggs in one basket, and that basket is now alongside. So yes, we have greatly diminished our ability to conduct operations from sea to shore. And I think it's important to just note that doesn't involve storming the beach. I think when we talk about amphibiosity, everybody immediately goes to Saving Private Ryan. That is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the ability to move small or medium quantities of people and equipment and food and disaster relief, whatever it is, from sea to shore. Those are very specific and technical skill, and we've allowed it to erode.
Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.